O'clock officially in downtown Alton on this Monday morning, the 8th day of July. As I told you all earlier, we're going to be talking a little bit about Lucy Haskell Playhouse today and tomorrow because this is exciting. Number one, the book signing coming up on Saturday.
Right.
The birthday party coming up soon, and then I did not realize until Margaret had to tell me is that you guys, Lucy Haskell Playhouse is going to mark the 50th year of being on the National Historic Registry.
Right.
In July 20th?
July 30th.
Oh, July
74. Right.
That is crazy. That is wild. It's already been that long.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, right off the bat, let's talk about this children's book because Evelyn and I have talked about this quite a bit. We met in November about it on the show, and she had the idea. And then she was getting everything kind of developed. She came on 2 weeks ago and said, we're almost there, book signing to be determined. And then kind of called me last week and said, determined for the 12th.
Right.
So she'll be on again tomorrow, but this is really cool.
It
Yes.
is. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful
The book is beautiful.
Yes,
Now-
it really is pretty. I don't know if everybody can see
Well,
it. And
and-
Evelyn has probably showed it
Oh,
already.
she has, but that cover
But it-
by Ben Harrison is
Isn't
just
it
wonderful.
gorgeous?
Lovely.
Just
It is
wonderful.
beautiful.
Right.
Have you had a chance to look inside the book?
Yes, we have, and it's a beautiful story.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is, and we're so happy that Evelyn, she came to us too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably about the same
been a
time.
while.
She
Yeah.
came to you.
Yeah.
And she had this idea, and she wanted
Yeah.
to have our approval of it, so she sent the copy of us so that we could look at the book, and so we were very excited, and then things kind of quieted down. We didn't hear for a while, and then all of a sudden it's geared up. So yes, we have got her ready for this book signing this Saturday the 13th. She's going to be there from 10 until noon, and so you can pre-order the book until tomorrow, I think, and then I think we'll have extra copies there.
I just want
Go
to say, Margaret,
Yeah.
you are the best. I said the 12th, and the way they thank you because I'm like, I know I said something wrong there. I said it's, and then whenever you said 13th, Saturday is the 13th. It's not a Friday thing. You are the thank you for saving me there. How exciting is it though, seriously, for a younger person to really hold Haskell Playhouse in that type of regard to where it's not only a portion of the book, but it's what the book really is, the Magic Haskell Playhouse.
Yeah.
What's that mean for all of you that have worked so hard? And to know the next generation is seeing that hard work.
Right.
It just makes it worthwhile. This is why we all got involved, because we understood that this is a very unique, beautiful little building, and Alton should be privileged to have it, and we are the caretakers of that. And then people like Evelyn come, and she is picking up the challenge of keeping this alive, and it means a lot to her in her childhood. So that's what it's all about for us.
Right. We've known for years that it's been a magic place.
Yeah,
Glad that Evelyn has made it in the form of a book. So yeah, we're really thrilled. So I think that the plan is Ann Hamilton, who's one of their members on our association, she actually is a librarian, and she's been working with Evelyn a little bit, and she's actually hosting the open house this week. And so Evelyn will actually be reading the book to the children, I think around 10:15, and then there will be the opportunity to meet her and have the book signed and really personalized for someone,
Well, and too, I mean, what I think's cool is there's just a ton of opportunity just to love on Haskell this next couple of weeks.
Right.
And
True.
Also, too, Henry the Kitty is available for purchase that day.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is nice.
Yeah, that kitty has been sitting in the corner of the playhouse for, I don't know, since I've seen it. I didn't really know that it was such an important creature.
Yeah.
But now I do.
Just so everyone's aware, and we'll get more details when we chat with Evelyn tomorrow, but let me just tell you now, from 10 a.m. until noon this Saturday, which is the 13th, if my calendar was correct internally, you can celebrate the release of this wonderful book, story time at 10:15, and then that book signing to follow. And then what I think is really cool, if you don't know, is that 40% of the proceeds are being divided amongst and donated to the Haskell Foundation, Hainer Library, Jacoby Art Center, and the Alton Area Landmarks Association. So I just love every bit of this book. I just love from start to finish the backstory to it, why we're doing it. And then let's maybe buy 10,000 of these books. And then everyone could have a pretty darn good check in the mail.
And it's a darling story.
I was so curious about the story because I was talking to Evelyn about this. No one would realize how hard it is to write a children's book. You know what I mean? Because I thought about it one day. I was, when you're sitting there after you get back home from Cat Daddy's 5 years ago and you're trying to figure out what's your next move, it's like children's author. I tried for 2 days.
Did you?
And you couldn't come up.
No, well, if it was published, I would have probably had a warrant out somewhere.
That's right. I would have bought it. I'm sure it was interesting.
Yeah, you would have had a lot of adults buy that book.
But I just love this. And now, so Saturday is the first time this month that we can come out for an event, but wait, there's more.
Right.
There's always more. Always more.
Yeah, we're having the birthday party on July the 29th, which is Lucy's actual anniversary of her 144th birthday.
Wow.
So, and Evelyn will be there that evening as well to sign and sell her books. So.
Now at the party, what can we expect to be on hand that day?
Well, we do the wonderful activities that we do every year, and we do them every year because we like to replicate Lucy's 5th birthday. And this is what Mrs. Haskell did. She served cake and ice cream, which we will have, lemonade, pony rides, and games, children's games. And that is what Lucy did on her 5th birthday. But we start off with singing happy birthday to Lucy.
So cool.
And do we say who's our Lucy this year?
Yeah, we have, every year we pick a child, and usually they're in the neighborhood. But this year it's going to be Genevieve Bland. She's the daughter of Melissa and Jonathan Bland. They live on the corner of 15th and Henry.
Honeybee Vintage.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, Genevieve is so excited, and even more so because her actual birthday is July the 30th, the next day. So she's starting the party early, and she's going to carry it through.
It's going to be a great year.
I just to talk about a birthday weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll never forget.
No, and once again we will have our merchandise for sale. So if anybody needs note cards or a T-shirt, and these benefit the Playhouse.
Well, they're beautiful too. Those note cards are really nice.
Oh, they really are. They are very nice, and we always have them. And we have some that are in color, and then we have our standard little black and white ones that are $5 a package, and the other ones are $10. So we try to have something for everybody, and then Margaret's going to do our wishing tree, which our tree is gone, but our gazebo is there.
That's right.
Hey, and thanks to this show, yes, thank you everybody.
It's a beautiful gazebo.
Isn't it?
It is beautiful. I drove by.
yes.
I was having I call it a quarter life crisis. I'm like, just last couple months have been a little rough. So I said I'm going to go for a little drive. Seeing in that gazebo just brought the biggest smile on my face to hear why and the story of the guy that saw it in St. Charles. I love it all. It really was what I needed that day to put the smile on.
And that is exactly what we think of the Playhouse and why we are doing what we're doing. And that was our intention with the gazebo when we thought, we love the holly tree, it died. But our whole Playhouse is actually a love story. It's all based on a love story, love of parents for a child, and love of the community for the building, and love. I think, and what we hoped is that it would do like it did for you, that you feel happy, you feel good about yourself and the world and the community.
Well, and it's just such a community spot too. I mean, there is no better spot in town for a community event.
You're right.
There's just not.
No.
Well, and now on the birthday party, how long does that run until?
Okay, it's on Monday this year, the 29th of July. We'll start at 6:30 and go until 8.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, and so we will begin the festivities with little introductions and a little background, and then we'll sing Happy Birthday, and then that's when the party starts.
That's when the kids get to play.
Yeah.
That's when they're set loose.
Yes, and
Go,
it is true.
kids.
It is true
Yeah.
that everything we do that night is free to the public. But we do, like Debbie said, we have merchandise, and then the wishing. I don't know. It's not the wishing tree. The wishing
anymore.
gazebo.
Yeah.
We're actually selling these bows. I don't know if you.
I don't remember this
Oh,
too
it's
much.
beautiful.
You buy a bow
Beautiful.
for $1, and it's a birthday. We hang a little tag on it, and we'll hang it on the gazebo. So it will really be pretty with these white bows
Yes.
hanging off this gazebo.
Yes.
And so when I hang the bow, you get to close your eyes and make a wish. And so those bows will stay up for about a week or so.
Yeah.
And
That's
so it's
cool.
really
It's
very,
very
very
cute.
cute. And then the proceeds for that again goes back to the
Yeah.
Playhouse. So yeah.
I just love it. I mean, it's just really, it's served its mission 100% over. you know,
Hasn't it, though?
And
Yeah.
and there's nothing more beautiful than Haskell at Christmas time. But that to me is really why I just think it's the
Thank you.
best community spot. I really do. And
Yeah.
as you're gearing up for the 50th of being on the National Historic Register, which is a huge deal.
It
I mean,
is.
that's a major deal.
Right.
What's it like knowing that, even before that, you had all these, you knew that 50th was coming, the year was coming, you knew the birthday was coming, but to have this kind of movement the last couple of weeks where, I mean, I have seen so many people posting about Haskell Park and Playhouse.
Oh, great.
And
Yeah.
it's because of, the book, honestly, and all this
Yeah.
kind of newfound excitement for a younger generation.
Sure.
That's got to really just put so much wind in your sails to keep going through, because I'm sure, it gets, tiring every once in a while, but when you hear that gust of morale boost, I mean, it's like, boy, we're here. We're ready to go.
Well, you know what? It's interesting because a month ago or so, we had a little gathering where we had invited some people to join our association to help us. Some younger people.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and they came, and we have actually three
And
new
they joined.
Wonderful.
three new people in a younger
Yes.
generation that
Yeah.
have joined us. So we feel really positive about the future.
Well, and I've
Yes.
always said this because I had a conversation about, someone said, we don't want to just bring in any young person. Well, it's very true. But whenever you get to work with them hands-on and you get to really pass the torch, and have them learn from all the years of all the work you
True.
put in,
Right.
and everything else, it's what
Yeah.
really sets us up for that better tomorrow, is that kind of hybrid of someone that's maybe newer as a
Right.
group, and then, of course,
Yeah.
the core that's been there getting things done.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a perfect fit.
Yeah, it was really assuring that the future will be taken care
Yes,
of.
we won't have to worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
That we're not ready to go yet.
No! They still got to come on this show.
But when we do,
Yeah.
they need to know that the work behind it. There's always work behind it. Things just don't happen.
Right.
And we have by trial and error what works, what doesn't work. And so, that's where they can benefit, just like we did from people like Carolyn Dooley and Chris
Right.
Alfred, the people who went before us, that because of what they did, we can do what we're doing. And CJ, the work is never done.
No.
There's always something that we think of, aha, wouldn't this look good? And but a little known fact that the one tree that's there by outside the restroom, the women's restroom,
Okay.
there's a tree there, and there's a tree stump. That is from the holly tree. That was where the gazebo is, and people love that tree. And we made the canopy for the sitting area because people love that tree and did not want to see it go and blah blah blah. But it died, and so in order to save a little part of that tree, which was planted by Gordon Moore, Dr. Gordon
Wow.
Moore, that we had the tree at the park department. They moved the stump there so you can sit on it.
That's
So
cool.
when you do that,
I
that is
love
that
that.
holly tree.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I just love that.
And you know that we knew that the gazebo wasn't going to quite give us the shade that we. But so this year, if you haven't noticed, we have vines that are starting to grow up on the gazebo that will hopefully add some shade to that area. We've planted a white hyacinth bean.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're very fast growing, and they're probably almost up to the roof level.
It really looks pretty now.
Oh, it's going to be gorgeous. By the birthday party, you're going to be sitting in the shade.
Well,
But imagine what that'll look like next year, though, or the year after. I mean, I'm a long game guy when it comes to flowers and any type of that will look cool. Now, the 50th, is there going to be any celebration?
Not really. We just want the people to know that, this started evidently, and that must be a process to get this done. So I think actually I have a copy of the National Register inventory nomination form.
Yeah.
And it evidently, the Historic Building Survey was done in 1967. So I don't really know exactly if that's when the process started, but the survey was done then. And this was done by Ruth Means, and another a gentleman, I'm assuming, Plockner, I think was his name. Okay. So, but it's interesting that the headlines in this statement of significance says that the Haskell Playhouse is a unique architectural gem and a work of art. Even they knew it back then.
Yeah.
And the Haskell Playhouse visually arouses the curiosity of its purpose, and in the explanation brings forth a dramatic and nostalgic experience of another era. I mean, that
is the Playhouse.
says it all,
It does, and especially for us, because in life, things change. People, new businesses come in, corporations, you name it. But landmarks should never change.
Exactly.
You need to have the Haskell Playhouse and all those other great gems in the community. But, that way it kind of brings the past to life every time you drive by it. You might see that new building, but you know that the roots and history of Alton are still alive.
Right.
And it's so important.
Right. That's, I think, our biggest advantage for Alton is our history.
You're 100% right. There is no doubt about it. And now, going forward, you guys can take donations throughout the year because you're a 501c3, correct?
Yes.
And just curious, how much does typical maintenance cost on the building? Because you wouldn't think of it as much until, you talk summer months with the paint and everything that comes into play. Do you have an average of what it kind of does?
Well, every year we have a security alarm bill, which is almost $500. And because the house is not only protected with an alarm system, but it has a camera system, okay? So that's an annual bill for us. Just recently we had the roof inspected. It's probably been 4 or 5 years since we had the new roof put on. But, we need to check on those things. So that was another $300 that happens. Debbie, what else do we have that?
Oh, it's just on what the plants every single year have to be, all the flowers, that is all replaced every year. And that's several hundred dollars
for that. Yes.
And then just our parties. Of course, our parties, we have an account that is our Playhouse account. The trust account is strictly maintenance for the building. But there's always, as soon as we get one porch board fixed, the other one decides to pop up and crack. And it is ongoing.
And that's what we're working now. We actually have some floorboards on the front porch that are going to be replaced this fall. So that's going to be several $100s. Last year we spent several $100s on replicating a railing in the back on the bathroom side, as well as the cartwheels that were in the corner that were missing. So it's a constant thing,
So it could be $1,000 to a couple thousand every year. And that's not if something major pops up that we have to address.
Well, and that's what my thought is. I mean, you're early enough in the year, folks, for July. I mean, you still have time to get your tax write-offs going here. And, think about this. I mean, especially after the breath of life that this book kind of, seriously, on social media for my generation, everyone's talking about the Playhouse right now. And it's so cool to see that. If you have the time, take the opportunity to realize that everyone's pretty excited about this, and that Haskell Playhouse is a national gem that you could keep supporting and making sure that you're actually kind of a local hero. I mean, that's really what happens because you're providing so much. And you can reach out. How do they donate?
They can go to haskellplayhouse.org, and there's a donate button right there.
There you go.
You can do it online, or you can, if you're old school like us, we send a check to the city treasurer's office,
Yes.
and then they'll deposit it into our account.
Really cool. I just want to make sure that we always get that out. And now, as we still have you, the time's 10:19. On Saturday, the 13th, you can celebrate the release of Genevieve and the Magic Haskell Playhouse inside the Playhouse with the story time at 10:15 and a book signing to follow afterwards. This is going to be really, really cool. Join Evelyn and the Haskell Foundation in their celebration of this magical look at Alton's history with Lucy Haskell, July 13th from 10 a.m. till noon. So you got 2 hours this Saturday.
Right.
The birthday party is the 29th on a Monday from 6 to 8:30.
6:30.
Oh, dang it, I almost said it! From 6:30 to 8 p.m. And this is really, the pony rides, everything's free?
Yes.
Yes.
And thanks to the Alton Godfrey Rotary. They have been so good to us since we even started the birthday party.
God.
They always sponsor the ponies for us.
Yes.
So a big thank you to them.
You know,
And Duke's Bakery for
their
the cake.
Yes, they
always. Every
yes.
year. Every year.
no one really talk. That's a good point too. And Alton Godfrey Rotary has done some really, really
Thank you,
good
God.
work.
Thank you.
I don't think the public realizes just
Right.
what that
They
group
don't.
alone's
Right.
done.
Right.
We'll have to do an interview with them one day.
Yeah,
Put them on the
yes.
hot seat.
Right.
Put them all on the hot seat. And then what I think would be great, even though there's no event happening on the 30th, if I can get 10 of you to maybe write a $50 check to Lucy Haskell Playhouse, I think we'd be in business. I think we'd be fine.
Yeah, to commemorate the 50th anniversary.
Yep.
Very good.
Oh,
you are
yes,
the
yes. Do it.
Why not take a shot and try?
That's right.
But it's just really cool because there's nothing. Things in life are changing with how organizations are run, but one thing that never will is how Alton's local organizations and national landmarks operate. And that's what I think's so cool about this because, in life, whether or not it's 30 years from now, 30 minutes from now, or even 3 days from now, that Haskell Playhouse will be right there in that corner. And you know that all the memories that you had there are going to be there too.
Right.
And, as we get creeping up towards October, we're going to have to get you on for Christmas.
Oh, yes, because we'll have Santa be coming
And
in.
do you guys have a Labor or an Arbor Day, or not Labor Day, but an August event?
We'll have open house again.
That's what it is. Okay, I know there's one. Don't fool me like that. I'm like, I know there's one event after the birthday bash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually,
then
we have two. Our season runs from April to September for open houses, so we'll have two more open houses, August and September.
Perfect. There we go. Am I forgetting about it?
No, you're doing good.
You know what's funny is I didn't really ask him what we were talking about today. We kind of just went. Why not? And while I have you, before we say goodbye to everyone, while I have you, this Saturday, RiverBender will be live outside Cat Daddy's for Cat Daddy's retirement party.
Oh, okay.
And what we're doing too is I just want to throw this out there because you're going to get an email from me and I got to take a break anyway. So instead of a live read, I'll do one for myself. And this is kind of weird, If you're a business owner out there and you want to be a part of a salute in terms of like a lower third that you see at the bottom of your screen, we can jazz it up and have your business logo on there that would say happy retirement, some well wishes. But we'll be out there for a couple hours as we're a part of that party. So you'll get an email from me later. Or if you want to join now, just send me a text. I just got a Facebook message. That's incredible. Thank you. 10:23, a little bit of change. Always a pleasure to talk to both of you.
Well, thank you very
Thank
much.
you, CJ.
Mark your calendars for this Saturday and the 29th, which is a Monday, for you and the kiddos to go just have a good old fun time at one of Alton's national landmarks. I just love it. We'll take a quick break and our daily show hits you next.